DJ Cisco, I'm here with Breakout. Wow, back in the days, Breakout. Well, DJ Breakout.
Right, there you go. What's
Funky 4 plus one more. Look.
Yeah, that's it. The whole group, Sharrock behind me, coming out here for a book signing. It's a real good book. She's the first MC, female MC. You got to check it out. So what's going on, baby?
Listen, Breakout. It's been so many times. It's been so long ago that you played in the PAL. I used to go over to the PAL. I used to go to the PAL and watch you. So that's what it is. Yes, I remember that, Breakout. I remember that. I used to always be in the sunline, ready for you guys to break out. As a matter of fact, I even had a little group over there on Davidson Avenue in the 80s, and I had a little small group that was named a Little Shy Rock and all that, just like that.
I remember Little Shy Rock.
Yeah, Little Shy Rock.
That's when we had a Sasquatch with the First Five, Cool Herc, PL. That was the main spot in the Bronx, man. The PL, the T Connection uptown, the Black Door on Boston Road, 169th Street. That's all the good spots, man.
That's right, Breakout. When you used to set up your sound system, you was the first one with them garbage can speakers. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we had garbage can speakers. We played at Boston Cisco in the Bronx, so we brought it to the PAL. It was two garbage can speakers with two 15-inch speakers in them. Do damage.
Whose idea was them speakers by?
Oh, we brought them from downtown. We seen them in a spot downtown, and we just picked them up, and they said, they'll work. Let's do it.
Wow.
Leave them in the can. We'll take them just like that. We put them in the can, plug them in. A lot of bass.
Yeah, because I remember when you first brought them out, I never seen nobody with them speakers before.
Yeah, nobody had them. Nobody never had them. Nobody never had them.
Wow, you remember when Corey used to play at Cedar Park?
Oh, yeah. The dark spot.
Yeah.
It was all the way down to the bottom of the hill, right by the highway, real dark. Cedar Park. I remember.
Another question I want to ask you, Breakout. Remember the jackets that Little Rodney C and them was wearing with the 8-ball in the back? Tell us how that shit went.
A guy named Buddy Esquire made that for us. He did the pants leg, he did the back of the jacket, Funky 4. We took them on tour. When we was on tour with Sugar Hill Gang, everybody had the suits with a Funky 4 plus one on it. That was a nice jacket, yeah.
Wow. Another question I'd like to ask you. When Little Rodney C and KK Rockwell were sitting in the staircase in the house and they were singing that little tune, Double Trouble. This is a little story that had to be told. Tell us about that.
I wasn't involved in that. That's when the group was starting to break up a little bit, and Little Rodney and KK were on their own. They called it the Double Trouble. So that's why they were so stupid they made that alone. They wasn't with us then. That's when the group broke up a little bit. It was Double Trouble.
Okay, I want to bring in Little Shy-Rock for a minute. Shy-Rock, come on in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shy-Rock, I just asked DJ Breakout about when there was Double Trouble, when Little Rodney C and them was singing that little tune like this is the story that had to be told.
Right. What it is? Well, that story, I know that Nas and them did it over again when they was sitting on the step, I guess for like some kind of commercial, whatever. But the thing is, that was something that Double Trouble did. They put together, and they were a hot group. And even when they left the Funky 4, they were still a hot group. You know?
Wow, the reason why I brought that up because I see it in the picture on Wild Style, and it brings back a lot of memories.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, they're a product of the Funky 4, you know, and so just like we all have, we went on to other things, and once you're MC, you're always an MC.
Let me ask you a question. When y'all was out, y'all brought a lot of minor DJs like myself and everybody out there.
Right, Cisco, right. I mean, you know, DJs, MCs, you know, you can call it what you want. You know, we were very instrumental in the hip hop culture and just really bringing everything together. And this is why we have I have wrote Luminary Icon to actually, you know, talk about those things in the book and how we are, you know, and we was instrumental in creating the culture of hip hop.
Wow. Another question I had to ask you: when Breakout came with them garbage can speakers at PAL.
Yeah, no doubt, we had the best system out there. You know what? We learned from Cool Herc. And once we seen how Cool Herc's system was in Disco King Mario, we took it to the whole next level. It ain't no DJ that was out there could mess with the mighty Sasquatch. We had the best system in New York City.
Yes, y'all did. I remember. Right at PAL.
We made everybody step their game up, but they can never get like the brothers Cisco.
No, the fact is y'all had so much development when y'all used to go out there and play.
We were young kids, but we were always creating. You understand what I'm saying? And to let that part of the culture go without people not knowing, you know, whether or not they you know, want to accept it or maybe not, it don't matter, whatever, but it does matter because it's all a part of history, and history sometimes repeats itself. And so we want people to know that we were instrumental in that part, but being humble you know, and explain it to them in a way that they can understand that hip-hop means a lot, just as well as it probably means a lot to them too.
Question: the creativity that came to your minds then when you was young, you know, how you really created about I'm Shy Rock and
well, because we were, you know what, I think for all of us it was a learning experience, but we also were young marketing entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
Because we didn't have records. So there was no way that, I mean, you know how now you have a record, somebody come out, you got a show, you got a performance, they know your songs. So they rocking with you no matter what. We had to prove ourselves to people on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knew who you was. So we had to come out rocking, and we had to come out making sure that the people understood that we was there to rock. And that's how we got the love from the streets. And that's how you became a bona fide, certified MC, just from the love of the streets when people didn't even know who you were.
I'm telling you, used to pack massive crowd in the Bronx.
Doubt,
I remember that. I'm there to say because I saw it. I was
Brooklyn,
there.
Queens, Manhattan, we was worldwide. We was worldwide, and we was borough-wide. You know, it wasn't just the Bronx. It was Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, all of that.
When y'all used to be a DJ, Breakout and all, forget it. Y'all used to take my crowd from me, so you just leave. My party used to be empty. And I said, they all went.
We did that on purpose. We did it on purpose. We had help from the Mighty Sasquatch, but we did that on purpose, you know. But it was fun for all of us back then, right? Because it wasn't no craziness, you know. You did what you did, but for all of us, it was a learning experience because it made you know the next time you come back out there, you knew what you had to do. You had to step your game up, right?
Exactly, man. Not compared to you. So I want to ask you one more question before we leave. Breakout. How you found Shy Rock?
How I found you, Sean?
How you did that? How you guys?
You know, it's in the book. Just in the book.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't even know I'm gonna go to the
Breakout. Tell them who's the first female MC.
Shy Rock, MC Shy Rock, the first girl MC, female MC. Okay, well nobody else say she is the first. You buy this book right here, it'll tell you everything about it.
As a matter of fact, she is the first because that's the first one I seen. I remember back in the 80s, you know. I remember that.
That's the book. Y'all gonna call me anonymous?
No, he's not.
Okay.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Wow. Hey guys, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Cisco. I mean,
okay, sure.
It's an honor to to be able to interview with you and
sure.
I know because we go way back and you love the culture too, so it's an honor.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Big Cat Television. That's what it is.